Yeah, morning all. So myself, I'm Vijay. Like I hold 17 plus years of experience, which includes nearly 8 plus years of experience in Python environment. So my experience includes design, development and implementation of Python and Django based applications. Well versed in implementing different Python libraries like NumPy, CP, Pandas, PyTables, Matplotlib, right? So before I start, right, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not, right? Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you and we can see the screen.
Fine, thank you. So as part of today's demo, I'll be covering the following topics, right? Why Python? So Python is not a kind of technology which is very recently introduced. It was introduced in the year 1989. Why all of a sudden Python has got great boom? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? And who can learn Python? Who can learn Python, right? What are the prerequisites for learning Python and how Python was built? How Python was built? Okay, how Python was built? It has taken the features and advantages from multiple programming languages. From multiple programming language, it has taken some advantages from one programming, other advantages from other programmings. In this way, it has taken the features from different programming languages. That's why we call Python as a hybrid language. And who can learn Python? There is no prerequisites for learning Python. Anybody can update with Python. Anybody can update with Python, right? The Python syntaxes looks like normal English statements. They are not as complex as other programmings. Yes. Yeah. Python real-time applications. Before you update with any technology, right? Before you update with any technology, you need to know what kind of applications are we developing today by using Python. Next, Python usage. Python usage, right? Which companies are using Python today? Top most applications built using Python. Python features as compared with other programming. Yes, Python comparisons with other programming, right? You can just check coding wise, length wise, complexity wise, how simple the Python statements, right? As compared with other programmings. Reasons why Python is suddenly super popular. Reasons why Python is suddenly super popular. Python scope and job market. What is the scope? What is the job market of Python currently, and what is the scope of Python in the coming years? Right. This is what we'll be discussing in today's and tomorrow's session. Right. Starting with why Python. I define Python in 5 lines. I define Python in 5 lines. It's a general purpose programming. Yes. Python is a general purpose programming, right? Any kind of applications we can. So what do you mean by general purpose programming? So before Python, before Python, Pascal, Fortran, COBOL, right? Pascal, Fortran, COBOL. These programming languages, right? They are used for a particular purpose. These are purpose-based languages. These are purpose-based, used for a specific purpose, right? Like Pascal and Fortran, they are used for complicated mathematical applications and for scientific applications. COBOL for business applications. They are purpose-based, used for a specific purpose. But application which is suitable for developing any kind of application. Such a language we call it as general purpose programming language. Python is such a kind, right? Yes. Okay, fine. So Pascal, Fortran, COBOL, all these are purpose based. They're used for a specific purpose. Right. So purpose-based languages, but a language which is suitable for developing any kind of applications. Such a language we call it as general purpose programming. So Python is such a kind of programming where any kind of applications we can develop using Python, like automation applications, like web applications, animation applications, gaming applications, networking applications, embedded applications, desktop applications. In this way, wide varieties of applications we can develop today by using Python. It's not purpose based, it's a general purpose programming, right? Yes. Multi-programming features. Python has got multi-programming. I give a labor example, right? You want to launch a new product into the market, right? For example, if you want to launch a new mobile phone, right? To attract the customers, what features you want to see within it? What all the features we see in different other mobiles, everything, if you are embedding within a single device, right? It's going to attract the customers. In the same way, Python is such a kind of programming where we can see the features of different other programming languages within it. That's why we call it as a hybrid language. Python has taken some features from one programming, other features from other programming. In this way, for multiple programming languages, has taken the features. That's why we call it as multi-programming language, hybrid language. High level, next is Python is a high level language. Okay. There are two types of languages. There are two types of languages. Low level languages and high level languages. There are two types of languages, low level languages and high level languages. There are two types of languages, right? Low level languages and high level languages. Low level languages, they are example like assembly level language or machine level language, right? These languages, assembly level or machine level languages, these languages, firstly, they are not human understandable. They are not human understandable. Secondly, they are not portable, right? You cannot carry the program code, not portable. They are not human understandable, they are not portable, and machine, they are machine dependent, right? They cannot run on all the odd ways and all the operating systems. So low level languages, they are not human understandable, they are not portable, machine dependent. They cannot run on all the odd ways and all the operating systems. High level languages like high level language like Python, they are human understandable, they are portable and machine independent. Human understandable, they are portable and machine independent. High level languages like Python, if they're easily understandable, looks like normal English statements, they're portable, they can be carried. Machine independent. Machine independent means they can run on all the hardware and all the operating systems, right? Fine. Interpreted language. Python is interpretation languages. Compilation and interpretation. Compilation. Example of compilation, C language. Interpretation, Python. Compilation means, observe this, compilation. If you got some 10 lines of code, if you got some 10 lines of code, all these 10 lines executes at once. All these 10 lines executes at once. Displays errors, if any. Yes, C language. Compilation means C language. Only entire code executes in once and displays the errors, if any. In Python, if you got some 10 lines of code, it executes line by line. It executes that line by line execution. That is what interpretation, right? Which makes debugging easy. So Python is a interpretation language, line by line execution, which makes debugging easy. Okay. Next, user-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming language, which provides simple syntaxes which looks like normal English statements. User-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming languages, which provide simple syntaxes which looks like normal English statements, right? Yes. Okay, so Python is a general purpose programming, any kind of applications we can develop, multi-programming features, all the programming features we see in Python. It's a high level, it's easily understandable, portable, and machine independent. interpreted line by line execution, and user-friendly programming language which provides simple syntaxes, right? Yes. Python has got what features, right? It's so Python has first thing procedural oriented programming features, procedural oriented programming features like example C language, object oriented programming features like C++, Java, right? Procedural oriented programming like C language, object oriented programming like C++, Java, right? Scripting features. Python has got scripting features. Shell script, procedural oriented like C language, object oriented like C++, Java, scripting language like shell script, and modular programming. And you got like modular programming. Example like modular 3. Procedural oriented, object oriented, scripting, and modular. If you take the programming language like Java, right? If you take the programming language like Java, the Java programmers or developers are strictly restricted to use object-oriented programming. Without object-oriented programming, there is no Java application. Without object-oriented programming, we cannot write a Java program or Java application. Yes. But in Python, without object-oriented, with procedural-oriented, right, and with modular programming, we can write different types of applications, right? Yes. And we can write many automation scripts. We can write many automation scripts using Python. Okay, and modular programming. Because of this modular programming, right, Python has got a great boom today. Python is providing 89,300 inbuilt modules for different domains. Whatever domain you are from, Python has got a module. So before I go with this, what do you mean by modules and modular programming? So if you talk about this Python and Java are the two major programming languages today used for enterprise applications. Java is the mostly used. Most of Doesn't that there was a programming language, right? 23%. The usage of Java, right?
Hello, sir, your voice is not audible.
Now is my voice clear to all?
Yeah.
Fine, right? Yes. So I'll just show you some graphs I said, right, at the end of the session. So Python is the number one ranked programming language. So it's widely used today. We have got many applications creations, mostly used in implementing different. So Python, today Python has got great boom because of this modular programming. 89,300 models for every environment. Python is providing models for every environment. 89,300 models, right? Yes. Okay. So what are modules? So for every environment, Python is providing modules. For data science, right? For data science, Python has got separate modules like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Pond, 10 to 15 models we have got, right? Even for this big data environment, separate models Python is providing, right? Yes. Next, for networking, Python has got separate model, not only model, a separate framework Python is providing for this networking environment, like Twisted Python, a framework given by Python. Yes, for networking. And apart from this, for any other environment like for OS, for operating system, for OS kind of, the name of the model itself is OS. The name of the model itself is OS, operating system, right? For creating different directories, files. Apart from this, Python is also providing models, yes, for testing or test cases. Apart from this, for every database, Python is providing a model. For Oracle, CX underscore Oracle, right, is the model Python is providing. Yes, but we can easily connect with the database. Python can connect with database easily, right? We have got modules Python is providing, right? Apart from this, for MySQL, right? We have got PyMySQL Python is providing, right? And for SQL Server, PyODBC is the model, right? Yes. PyODBC is the model which you can connect with this database. Apart from this, for any types of files, right? Excel files, any types of files, Excel files, creation of Excel files. See, we can write a Python code to create an Excel file, to create multiple sheets, to add, to insert data, to write data, everything. By writing Python code, you can perform this. Okay, for creating Excel workbook, right? Yes. Apart from not only Excel, like CSV, comma, substituted values, and even for JSON, right? JavaScript object notation, XML files, for all this, right? Yes. Next, for mathematical operations, there is a model called math model. For statistical operations like statistics, for XML, for math, for statistics. Yes. And for generating graphs, right? We can generate any types of graphs using Python. So normal graphs, bar graphs, histograms, scatter plots, stack plots, any types of graphs we can generate using Python, right? I'll show you right how simple generating graphs in Python. Normal graphs, bar graphs, histograms, scatter plot, and stack plot.
Sir, what library you are using to teach the graphs, Plotly or any other library in the class?
Matplotlib, plotting,
Plotly, okay, okay.
Matplotlib,
Thank
right?
you. Yeah.
So before you update with any technology, you need to know what kind of applications are we developing today by using Python. So Python real-time applications. Python real-time applications, right? Yes. Mainly, right. Python mostly used in creation of web applications today. A lot of web applications are getting developed today by using Python. Web applications, right? Yes. So you may ask immediately, you'll be asking a query, right? Like Java, .NET, all these are mostly used from the last 20-25 years in creating web applications. Why again Python? So Python, right? It has got framework like Django, right? At a rapid speed, it can develop a web application with very less coding, right? It has got its own database like SQLite 3. It has got its own application server. Many features are provided by this Django, right? Yes. Okay. So at a rapid speed, we can develop applications. So even the programmers or developers are attracted towards Python. They are migrating towards Python because of its very less coding, simple syntaxes, right? And Python mostly used today in automation applications. A lot of automation applications are getting created today by using Python, like automation applications using technologies like data science, using technologies like IoT, DevOps environment, all this, right? So if you talk about this IoT, Internet of Things, it is a physical network or device embedded with software, sensors, electronics for exchanging data, for controlling the things from the place where we are, right? Yes. So here 90% of the coding in Python. %90 coding in Python. Now coming to this data science, right? Everything deals with the data. Data has got experience, data has got future reference using data or data science. We perform data analysis, predictions, classifications, clusterings, recommendations, pattern matchings. So it's a blend of techniques, data science. The main technique what we see here is ML, machine learning. The main technique what we see here is ML, machine learning, right? Yes. For machine learning, we have got many ML techniques like regression, classification, clusterings, recommendations. All these techniques to implement, you require a language. So Python is the mostly chosen or mostly used programming, right? Yes. Okay. And even in DevOps, right? We are right many automation skills. Python is one of the best scripting language with vast varieties of libraries. So it is used in DevOps environment in decreasing the time taken in the DevOps life cycle, right? Yes. Okay. Apart from this, right, another major area where Python is mostly preferred in big data environment, big data applications, right? Yes. Big data applications, right? Yes. Today, like if you see, we see like data is stored in the form of data storage units, right? KBs, MBs, gigabytes, terabytes, petabytes, exabytes, zettabytes, ottabytes, right? So on. So terabytes. So from TB onwards, we say it as big data, huge data, right? So from TB, we say it's a huge data, big data. Do you think like petabytes of data is it getting generated in the current world? Means yes, like social media, like Facebook, millions and trillions of users throughout the world. So in a minute, how many posts and videos are getting circulated? Each and every post and video has to be stored, right? Yes. So what should be the storage capacity of Facebook? What is the data generated by Facebook in a minute? It's not in MBs or GBs, right? Petabytes of data. Not only, see, yes, see, not only like Facebook today, if you see many applications generating data in petabytes, right? If you take 1 minute of transactions, in a minute, how many Facebook posts? Twitter tweets, Google queries, right? Yes. What is the data generated by, okay, YouTube videos upload, Facebook, Twitter, Google, YouTube videos, right? Or if you talk about the bank transactions or telecom transactions or e-commerce sites or if you talk about this email messages, millions and trillions of users uses this email or Gmail messages. What should be the storage capacity to store all these email messages? And e-commerce transactions like Amazon, Flipkart, all this they use. Yes. For this we have got some big data tools are available. Big data tools like Hadoop and Spark. For dealing with this huge data and processing that huge data, we have got like Hadoop and Spark. See, these both they use languages like Scala. They use languages like Python, right? Spark with Python, right? Spark with Python, we say like PySpark. Okay, fine. Spark with Python, we call like PySpark. Yes. So even here in big data environment, Python is the mostly preferred language, right? Yes. Yeah. So apart from this, I'll just list out the various other applications where Python is mostly preferred. Right. Python is mostly preferred in scientific applications. Scientific applications, we have got a model called CP. Scientific Python, right? Apart from this, numerical, for numerical analysis, right? For numerical analysis. For numerical analysis, we have got like NumPy. Apart from this Python, we are using Python for graphical user interface or for animations. So we have got like PyQt, tkinter or some, right? For GUI animations, we have got PyQt. And apart from this, Python is mostly used in game development, right? It is mostly used in game development. Okay, for game development, right? Yes. Lot of games are getting developed today by using Python. Single user, multi-user, online games, especially for developing games, right? Python is providing a separate framework called Pygame. Pygame, right? It's a framework given by Python for developing games. And one more framework Python is providing, right? One more framework like PyCora. PyCora is one more framework given by Python for developing games. Applying for 3D games, right? We have got like PySoy for 3D. Okay, for 3D games. Apart from this, right? Python is also used for scheduling tasks. For scheduling tasks, right? And for testing or test cases. And Python also used for software development. Software development. So software developers make use of Python as a support language, and also Python is used for business applications. For business applications, right? Yes. For even for developing e-commerce websites, Python is one of the best applications for developing, right, e-commerce websites. Apart from this, one of the hottest application of Python, right? like database applications, right? Database applications. Python can connect with any database and can perform the operations. Business applications, database applications. Apart from this, even Python is used for networking applications, networking. Python, for especially for networking applications, Python is providing a framework called Twisted Python. It's a framework given by Python for networking applications, right? Apart from this, like web scraping, right? Scraping data from different websites like Amazon, Flipkart, all this, right? Apart from this, Python is also used for audio and video applications. Some of these famous audio and video applications which already got developed using Python, like Team Player, C Player, some examples, right? Yes. Apart from this, Python can also be used for CAD or 3D CAD applications. For CAD applications or 3D CAD applications, right? Yes. Apart from this, right? Embedded applications, right? Embedded. Embedded, one of the famous embedded application, right? That is Raspberry Pi. One of the famous embedded application, Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its computation, right? Which uses Python for its computation. Apart from this, for computer vision, means for color detection, object detection, and face detections, right? Python is preferred even for data analysis. Apart from this, Python is used for desktop applications. Desktop applications are single user applications, right? Yes. Okay. So in this way, we have got many applications, right? Mostly used in web applications, in automation applications, in graphical applications, gaming applications, audio video applications, in desktop applications, single user applications, right? Yes. Just I'll take 10 minutes more. Who are using Python today? Who are using Python today? Who are using Python today? Topmost applications, built using Python. Topmost applications built using Python. So who are Google, right? Google is one of the best example of Python web applications. Yahoo using Python. YouTube using Python for its video sharing service, right? Uber pricing algorithm implemented using Python. Uber pricing algorithm. Apart from this, Instagram is built using Python. Instagram, right? Built using Python. The prime reason for Instagram to choose Python is Python hybrid features and its practicality, right? And other applications like Quora, Reddit, Pinterest. Instagram, Quora, Reddit, Pinterest. Apart from this, one of the OTT platform like Netflix is using Python for its security automation for subscription related things, right? Yes. MMOG, massively multiplayer online games which uses Python for its computation. Maya, a powerful 3D animation which uses Python. Apart from this, right? BitTorrent using Python, right? BitTorrent using Python. Yes. iRobot for military and commercial applications. For hardware testing purpose. Companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all this, they use Python for hardware testing purpose. And these are some of those, right, who are using Python today. Google, YouTube, Yahoo, Uber, Instagram, Reddit, Netflix, MMOG, Maya, Dropbox, all this, they use Python for. Yes.
It is said that YouTube uses React. So somewhere, so how we use Python
So
with
here,
React?
one second. Python and Django applications. Python and Django applications, right? Top 10 Django or Python, right? Applications. Top 10 Python and Django applications, right? Yes. Observe in this Google, right? Yes. Instagram,
We yeah,
Spotify, YouTube, can you set?
okay.
Video
So
sharing platform, originally it was using PHP, but the constant need to improve its performance, it forced to use Python. So clearly what is saying, but previously it was using PHP, but need to improve its performance, turn to use Python, right? So just I was showing you, right? YouTube also using Python.
okay, thanks.
Okay. So yes, reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. First thing is very less coding we see in Python. First thing is very less coding, not even 1/4 coding as compared with other programming. So the developers or programmers are attracted towards Python because of its very less coding and simple syntaxes. Simple syntaxes, right? And Fine, right? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Very less coding we see in Python. Simple syntax is given by Python. And one more important feature what we see, reasons, right? Python provides interactive mode. It provides interactive mode, right? Okay. Interactive mode. We can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For every statement, it gives the response. Interactive mode given by Python. What is interactive mode means? Right, check the CMD. Go to this command prompt. If you type Python here, so here, can you see here Python version, and this 3 arrow symbol, right? Yes. Here you can type any valid, here we can type any valid Python statements, right? Yes. Any valid Python statements. So check it, right? 4 + 5. It gives the output. 30 into 5. X is 10. What is X? What is Y? What is X plus Y? What is X minus Y? X by Y, right? Yes. X into 2, 10 into 2. X to the power of 2. 10 square. X equal to, hello, HELLO, right? X into 3 prints hello for 3 times. X into 5 prints hello for 5 times. Yes, in this way you can just interact statement by statement, right? For every statement it gives the response, right? Yes. Just if you want to come out of it, just say quit. Yes, enter. Okay. Interactive mode given by Python and multi-programming features, right? Yes, multi-programming features given by Python, hybrid features, and wide varieties of applications I discussed, right? Wide varieties of applications, any kind of applications we can develop using. And if you see like many built-in libraries, right, given by Python. Eighty-nine thousand 300 inbuilt modules Python is providing for different environments, right? Yes, 89,300 inbuilt modules Python providing for different environments. Yes, so these are the reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? Okay, now coming to this. So Python is the #1 ranked programming language today. So just if you just open Google, right? Just open Google, right? And here within this Google, popular coding language, type popular coding language. Yes, we can see that the results for this popular coding language. The most popular programming language, can you see here? Python stands first. Next comes Java, JavaScript, the other things. Most popular programming languages: Python, JavaScript, and the other. Python remains most popular programming language. Python remains the most popular. Next, Python, JavaScript, other. Most popular programming language used by top 25 unicorns. So Python, next comes Java, JavaScript, the other things, right? Yes. Yes. If you just say most in demand programming languages of 2022, right? Most in demand programming languages: Python, Java, JavaScript, right? Python, Java, JavaScript. Next, most popular coding language of 2021. Most popular coding language of 2021, right? Python, Java, JavaScript. Yes. So if you just observe this, see the usage of different programming languages, right? So Python 31%, Java 19%, C++ 9%, C 6%, JavaScript 6%, right? Yes. And if you see ranking wise, ranking by average salary, Python stands first. And ranking by volume of job openings, also Python stands first, right? In this. And even if you see that Python jobs, right? Yes. So you can scroll down, right? You can see Python jobs, 20,989 Python jobs, right? Observe here, 1,46,971 Python openings, 1,46,971 job openings, 11,000 Python jobs in Greater Hyderabad, right? Yes. So if you see this Django jobs also, people who knows Django are very less. It's a framework of Python, and people who have got command and Django are very less. Observe this Django jobs, 22,435 Django job vacancies in October 2023. Like Django jobs, yes, 7,000, 22,256 Django jobs and vacancies, right? Okay. So now coming to this, what is the course content I'm going to discuss, right? The full stack Python, full stack web development, and Python. So Python, starting with Python basics, applications, features, advantages, versions, flavors, Python operations, Python data types, constants, variables, operators in Python, right? Python IDs. I'm going to discuss different IDs of Python, right? Like PyCharm, Jupyter, Spider, Eclipse, NetBeans, and flow control statements, looping statements, strings in Python, right? Collections in Python, collection data types, list operations, list indexing, list slicing, list functions, list addresses, tuple operations, sets, dictionaries in Python, functions in Python, modules, different ways of importing, renaming a model, reloading a module, right? Package in Python, right? Errors and exceptions in Python, file handling, right? Object-oriented programming concepts in brief, right? Regular expressions. So I'll be discussing different types of models related to different environments. So some models related to database, installation of database, working with database operations, transaction management, and okay, Apart from this, some modules related to data and time modules, database modules, some modules related to data science, some modules related to big data, some modules related to operating system, some related to graphics. In this way, different types of modules related to different domains, and how to create our own modules, right? User-defined modules, OS module, advanced concepts like iterator, generator, closures, decorators, GUI programming, Excel workbook, data analytics, introduction to data science and Python, Pandas module in brief, NumPy module, and Matplotlib module in brief. This is what Python. So in brief, in depth, we'll be discussing, right? So, and next, people who go for full stack web development, right? Django framework. So total in brief, right? Django installation, Django project architecture, Django applications creations, Django views, Django templates, Django admin, Django models, advanced concepts, and UI technologies, right? Yes. HTML, CSS, HTML in brief, CSS in brief, and JavaScript, right? So just observe. I discuss Python. In Python core, advanced application-oriented modules. Nearly I'll be spending 70 hours on this, 2 months to 2.5 months on this, right? 2 months to 2.5 months. The fee structure is just 5,000, right? It's an offer batch. And people who wants to go for full stack web development, right? Apart from this Python web development, you'll get the knowledge in web development technologies like HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, right? Yes. Apart from this, right? And we also get knowledge on Django framework, Python framework, right? So where you will be this, I'll be showing you 15 to 20 applications creations. Apart from that, one project will be discussed, right? So for this, for only these things, right? We'll be discussing it 60 hours it takes. It also takes 2 months. And this fee structure is 7,000 for this. Combinedly, if we take as a single, like it, with a single payment, right? If you take the total full stack web development package, it's just a 10K, right? If you go with separately first Python, later if you go for this 5 and 7 at a time, right? Take this entire package, it's 10K. And what are the offerings from my side, right? So daily video you'll be getting, recorded video every day, and notes, soft copy of the notes, class notes, assignments and tasks, resume preparation, and WhatsApp group will be created for technical discussion. If you got any error, no need to wait until the next session. You can just take the snap of it and post it in the WhatsApp if you got, right? And I said I'll be showing you 15 to 20 applications creations in the Django framework, right? If you go to the previous batches, right? Yes. Just check this, right? The Django apps. I said 15 to 20, more than. So with first 2-3 applications, right, you will come to know how to create this applications project, how to create project.
Is there
So
any
yeah, the Django apps one. You can see any right, any apps one, the Django apps two. Yes. Yeah, yes. Now you can go with your queries, right? If you got any queries, you can go with your queries. And tomorrow also you can attend the session, same time at 7 o'clock, using the same link to see more on this, right? So I'll just show you coding wise some sample snippets of Python, coding wise how these Python statements, as compared with other programmings. We'll continue this from where we have stopped tomorrow. Same time using the same link. Yes, now you can go with your queries if you have got any queries. The sessions will be interactive sessions, as it's a demo session I was speaking most of the time, but normal session, for every statement I type, you will be responding, right? Whether your answers are correct or wrong, right? Yes.
Okay. And the frequency of classes, sir, will they be every day from tomorrow starting?
Yes. From tomorrow, it's going to tomorrow also you can attend the session. Yes, from the day after tomorrow, I'll be starting with the basic Python basics fundamentals, right? From day after tomorrow, it's going to start. Yes.
Okay, every day including weekends at 7 a.m. Indian time,
Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday. Okay, got you. Thank you.
7 a.m. IST timing, right? Yes. The same timing.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Yes. So wherever the installations are there, I'll be asking you to do parallelly along with me, like database installations, IDs installations, the Django installations, web applications creations, right? For all those. So by this end of this course, right, you'll be getting great command on this Python. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
So I want to enroll for this Python. Okay. So what will be the requirement for means hardware means if we need to install anything to do a practical.
No. So day after tomorrow, like I'll be showing you the installation process. So how to download Python, how to install Python. It's not a great thing. It takes hardly 2 minutes to install Python.
Okay.
It doesn't require any big like high configurations. Now Python can be installed on any device. I'll show you like it can be installed on Windows, Linux, Mac OS. For Linux, no need of any installation also. By default, along with Linux operating system, we get Python as an inbuilt, right? For Mac OS and Windows, we'll be installing. Even you can install Python in your mobile phones, smartphones, right? Using this Play Store, and you can type your code and execute your code in mobile phones also, right? Yes. So I'll show you the installation, downloading installation process day after tomorrow, right? So tomorrow we'll go with this continuation of this demo session itself, right? Yes.
So as per my knowledge, today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow there will be demo session. And on which day exact class will start, or it is a this demo session as a part of.
From tomorrow, day after tomorrow, today and tomorrow we will be have demo sessions, right? Day after tomorrow, the batch will be starting.
Okay, day after tomorrow. Right?
Again, these things won't be repeated. Whatever I'm discussing, right, won't be repeated. So
Okay.
first 3-4 days you can attend the sessions, right? But all the sessions won't be. So whatever I discussed today, applications, all this won't be repeated. Officially, I can say this will be the first session.
And what if we miss this session?
You can go through the recording.
Okay.
So even if you want, for example, because of some change in your job shift, anything, right? So if you just intimate, right, you can attend. For example, now you are attending the morning batch, but your shift has changed. You are unable to attend. If you want to attend any of my evening batch, you can attend it by re-intimating, right? Yes.
So what we receive from the institute that we receive only morning shift timing. We did not receive evening batch timing.
You cannot attend multiple batches.
No. In case we miss the morning batch time, then
No. If not 1 day or 2 day, right? Totally for next you are unable to attend for the next 1 month in such case.
okay.
If you are missing 1 class, 2 sessions, you can go to the recordings, right? Fine. And people who total the full stack web development is 4 months, Python is 2 months. But if you want to go parallelly also, Monday to Friday, you can go with Python. Saturday and Sundays, weekend batches, 2 hours on Saturday, 2 hours on Sunday. You'll have class sessions on this UI technologies and web development, right? So you may ask, immediately we won't go with the Django framework. We'll go with the UI technologies, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, where it doesn't require knowledge of Java, right? So you can complete in 2.5 months. Fine, right? So any other queries?
Yeah, it is said that we will be given access to these videos, right? Like, is there any expiry date for that? Like, we'll be
Yes.
able to access them for like,
It will be for 6 months.
okay, from the start date of course, or like
From
after.
from the start of the course itself.
Oh, thank you.
So you can see that if you see in the chart panel, right, you can see the course content and the payment details, other things, right? So for the next 3-4 days, you can attend the sessions to see, right, how this training level goes. So each and everything in brief from the ground level to the advanced level, it will be discussed. It's not like 45 hours course, it's like 70 hours course, right? So in brief, in depth, we'll be covering these topics, right? Yes. Fine. Yeah. Any other queries? Okay. So if I'm done with your queries, if no other queries, I'll sign off for now. Meet you tomorrow, same time using the same link. Thank you all for your time. Thank you. Meet you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.